Good afternoon at 4 o'clock. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stephen Holt. Natalie Pasquarella has the day off today. We'll get started at 4 o'clock with a long-awaited decision from Governor Cuomo. With coronavirus numbers as low as they are now in New York State, schools will be allowed to reopen next month. But of course, with strict guidelines, also parents and teachers will get a say in how it's done. Let's go to News 4's government affairs reporter Melissa Russo, who has the new information and joins us from the newsroom. Melissa.
Stephen, the announcement today by Governor Andrew Cuomo that schools can reopen in New York State does not necessarily mean that all schools in the state will reopen. There are still variables, and that leaves parents up in the air.
All school districts can open.
Broad guidance from Governor Andrew Cuomo today saying schools in New York State can reopen because the percentage of positive COVID tests remains low.
So if anybody can open schools, we can open schools.
But whether they will reopen is an open question, leaving parents extra stressed.
There's a lot of conflicting information.
I just don't feel like we have a clear message that we all should know.
The governor says as long as the virus remains scarce, the decision is up to the local politicians.
I can't fashion a plan that will work in every school district.
The stakes are high, and so is anxiety among teachers and parents. Cuomo's tone today in his low-key, off-camera briefing, a big shift from his previous smackdowns on live TV whenever Mayor Bill de Blasio tried to make a decision like this.
New York City public schools will remain closed.
That's the mayor's opinion, but he didn't close them and he can't open them.
Today,
We need to open schools.
the mayor says he's moving forward.
And 3/4 of our families have said they want their kids back in school.
But the school district's individual reopening plans will also require approval from the state departments of health and education. If they get the thumbs down, instead of back to school, districts will go back to the drawing board. The governor also says school districts must post their plans for remote learning, testing, and tracing by August 14th and hold briefings for parents and teachers by August 21st.
Look, Melissa, you need two things to open up the schools. Students and teachers. Those are the two essential elements of the formula.
And that was the governor's response when I asked him today whether school districts have the power to force uneasy teachers to go back to the classroom. He said, bottom line, teachers need to feel comfortable. Meanwhile, today is the deadline for New York City public school parents to send in their survey, telling the DOE whether they want remote school or in-school learning. But without having seen any final plans, a lot of parents aren't really sure what to do. Stephen?
A lot of conversations going on at home. Melissa, thank you very much.